Umrah Reconciliation. This screen demonstrates how to reconcile the custom Umrah applications with the actual cost and revoke the reconciliation if needed. Enjoy the video. In this video, we will see first a form general description, followed by reconciling Umrah applications and how to do it. Then, if needed, revoke reconciliation of an Umrah application, and finally, merging one or more of the cost items in reconciliation. Reconciling applications with Saudi accountant. To reach that screen, we use the customized package. Click here and select reconcile with Saudi accountant. This screen will display, and let's talk about the purpose of that screen. We will have the list of custom applications in SureHajj. We will be able, and all cost items in each application defined with its own total, and we can enter the actual value, so the system calculated value versus the actual value of the cost that you will receive from your account in Saudi Arabia. So by entering the values of actual values versus the system value and for each application, then you can mark that application as reconciled. Reconciled means, okay, it's approved, it's finished, it's done, and cannot be updated. Based on that, let's see how this works. You have two buttons here. One of them is show the unreconciled applications. Obviously, if you click here, the list will show you all the applications that are not yet reconciled. Obviously, in order to review and mark it as reconciled. So now we will see how this process works. So each application is listed here. So from here to here, this is one application. Then the second name will have these lines, third name, and so on. So each application name is shown once at the start line of the application. Let's see what the list is composed of. It's composed of the different accommodations, what we called in the application the stays. Please refer to the video of quotation or the custom Umrah application for the meaning of stay. But in summary, it's one stay in one hotel in a city. So each one of these accommodations here, first four are accommodations, first five actually are accommodation, and the details here are which hotel period from whatever to whatever, and this is a system calculated value based on which you set the account of the client. Now, under the actual value, it's always 0, and you're allowed to enter any value that you receive from your accountant. And if you leave it as 0, it means when you mark that application as reconciled, the 0 will mean that this figure is already done and is already received, and it completely complies with your estimation or your system value. If you have any discrepancy, you can write, like for example, here there is 608.95. The accountant told me that this one was 800. And okay, that's the cost. And you can write here any notes. Okay, this is a note. Any note from your side. And you can pass through all the items, like the transportations are here. Then the other services, look at here is Medina transportation, all of this. Medina accommodation is all here, and Mecca accommodation is here, and so on. Here are some general services, and then a line, special line for the flight, a special line for a flight has a special area here. And these are cost items paid under the meaning of a flight, and so on. So after you review all the items composing the cost of the application, you agreed that all of these are correct except that figure. That's not correct. You marked it, and then anywhere in the whole application, starting from here to here, stop with the cursor anywhere and select here this application by clicking select or unselect application. So click here, you select the application, click there, you unselect the application. So we'll select that application. So far we indicated that this application has been reconciled, and I agree with all of that, including the notes. After you do this, you have to save this. What is meant by saving? When you save it, the application will be frozen. You cannot change it anymore. It's already reconciled and finalized. And at the same time, any vendor, the name of the vendors will show here. Whether the vendor of the accommodation, of the transportation, of the service, of the flight, etc. So the vendor will show here. So in addition to marking the application as reconciled and preventing any further updates, the vendor will have his updated statement. So the money will be debited to him. So we will owe him this amount of money. Actually, it is the actual amount. We will owe him this amount. So the statements and the balances, all the vendors will be updated. So two things will happen then. One, the statements and balances will be updated for all the vendors of all services of this application, selected one. And at the same time, the application will be frozen. You cannot update it anymore. Will you have to save it one by one? No, you can go to the other one, for example, this, and update it, and then stop on it and say, select, it's turned to blue, and all these tick marks are there. And then, as per the current moment, we have reconciled two applications, this one and this one. Now we can say, okay, I'm tired today, I want to continue later on. Let's save what we did so far. So click here, it will be saved, and it's being refreshed. Now the list of the unreconciled application do not have the ones that we reconciled anymore. Let's do the other way around. Suppose we want to see all the list of the applications which are reconciled. Possibly we made a mistake and we want to roll it back and then fix it and then reconcile. So this is the second list here. Show the reconciled list. So click here. You will see all the applications that are reconciled. You can same way go to any one of them, say, this one was not correct. I'll stop there and I will select it, and then I will save. Save means it was reconciled. Now it's not anymore reconciled. So you can go, and now it's refreshing. It's removed from here. Now it's refreshing the list. So now if you go to the unreconciled, this application should be there. So two more comments here. Yeah, application came back here as unreconciled. There is a case that you may receive the reconciliation amount as a single figure for more than one item. So you select this item, you select this item, and this item, for example, and say the reconciliation was $3,000. Okay, so you select them with a control, of course, click control and select next one, and then you say group reconciliation. Click here. You will enter the group amount of them, say 3,000, and note here received as one amount from the accountant. And when you say accept, this $3,000 is split into the four, and as if you enter them one by one. Then you, again, while being on that application, this one, while being here anywhere, you can again select and send it back as a reconciled, like this. The last note I can tell you in this form is you can select only one application. Like, for example, let's show the reconciled ones. Okay. I'm going to select one application here. I'll say, for example, application, the file number is 18158. When you leave this, it shows here right away. You can either select it from here or enter the ID and then say, show me the unreconciled. It is there among the unreconciled. You can say, no, 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 get it back, click here anywhere, select it, it's all selected, and then save. It's here, remove reconciliation. Now, of course, nothing shows because you are still in that filter. So now you can say, show me the unreconciled. And the application is right here. Sorry, it's the first one. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for watching.